Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. I'm doing some Masterboard tags, pockets, journal cards using up my napkins. This is another, as you can see, a Christmas in July project, and these are quite straightforward. I've got a lot of Christmas napkins, but I've made the Masterboard up on a 12 by 12 already. I mean, that is plain, but I think I would probably copy it, cover it. And I've used some vintage and antique book pages, different languages. I'll put that aside for the moment because first of all, I need to sort out some pieces that I think I'm going to want to use. Oh, this one is already cut off. That's handy. Right, I just want to take this deer. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using a water brush just to bring the water down into the brush, hopefully. Yep. Whoops, it was coming out there. And then around here. And then you just pull it apart gently like that. Simple. So what I've got to do is show you what I'm thinking of doing. I've got this one that I'm going to probably use like with this as a fill-in on the gaps I've got, but I've got this one here, such a cutie, so I'm just going to trim him off. Now, I got this idea from Kerry Griffiths quite a while ago. He was using up his scraps of flower napkins, and I thought this would be a good idea for Christmas. So I need to take the back off of that one. I've then got these cute bunnies, Christmas bunnies. So again, I'll cut round, and I may not necessarily go all the way round. Some I will keep the corners for when I decide where I'm going to put them. It's another one, and then I have a pair of robins, lovely pair of robins. So I think I'll go along here and down here. I'll decide whether this is too big and I need to cut this down further. Oops, that's coming off. That's already one layer's come off. I'm keeping that for another project. And I've got a squirrel here. These were a pair, and I've obviously used the other one in something else. Right, I think I've got enough. What I'm going to do now is take the backs off of these, and to do that I use some tape. You could wet your fingers if you wanted to and just pull it off. But I do it like this, and then just gently pull it off. So I'm going to go through all of these and pull the backs off. So I've taken most of these apart. I'm thinking he goes quite well there, but I prefer to have this side being a bit on the jaggedy edge, the jaggedy raggedy edge. So you do that, and then you just gently pull it apart like this. I'm thinking that could go down there like that. He could be a tag or a tuck spot. And I love this. Again, more of a corner pocket, maybe up here. In which case I want to take him down this side like that. and along here. You just do this sort of, it's how you like. Some people just use their he's such a cutie. Look at his big eyes, or her eyes. Oh, I like that. You see, and you could put a label there. Now this one as a pocket, but I'm not keen on it being so big. So I'm actually going to go and just cut him out and not have any straight edges. Like that. So I could put him there. Then I have Mr. Squirrel, who again, so he actually just sits there on a corner. I also have this one I've done, and I think I'm going to go round Santa. Maybe I'll put him in the middle there. And then we've got this collection of bunnies here. Put him there. Actually, they're not very, they need to go something darker. Here, maybe like that. I've got this deer. Okay, we're going to stick these down and then see what we can make out of them. Now, to stick them down, you get a piece of, roughly, I might change these as I stick them down. There, so I'm just using a normal glue stick. Which in the heat looks like it's actually melting. So I'm going to put him here. Gently tap him down, and then you get some cling film. Now, where is it? In Spain, we have this, what they call transparent film, and it is an absolute nightmare to use. As you can see, I decided I'll cut some pieces off first because the cutter doesn't work, so I have to use my craft knife. The whole thing is a nightmare. I'm taking the little pieces off until I've actually decided where I'm putting them all properly. So then you take your cling film, you put it over the top, and you get a tissue, or you can use the back of the napkins, and you very gently go, and as I said, my cling film is useless, go over the top. This is going to stick to me like this, just gently rubbing so that it all connects with the glue stick. And then when you pull it off, you will have glue on there. I'll leave that there after it's unstuck from me. I'm going to put this one on because I really like this one. So I've completed that, and I'm planning on letting it dry, and then not sure how I'm going to cut this up. I've just stuck them down randomly. As you can see, there's a few extra bits. Okay, this is all dry now, and I've got my big cutter out to try and attempt to cut this up into something somehow. I'm not sure how, but we'll give it a go. I think I'll cut there. And then oops, don't want to do it crooked. Sort of about there. If I don't quite make it, I always just trim with the scissors. I think I'll make that a journal card. I think it needs a label on. Here's another one I'm going to cut. Down there. And then I am going to be cutting into some of the other pieces, but that's life. I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of all of this. Probably another journal card, but that needs trimming up there. I'm thinking this as a small pocket here with the little bunny rabbits in. So what I'll do is I'll get my small punch. I ended up making that bigger because when I cut it with the little one, I don't know whether it feels dry. I thought it was stiff enough, but I had to put some more card behind it. Okay, so this time I'm going to do this one. And I either want this as a journal card or a side pocket. I'm just not too sure what yet. Some of these I might use as focal points in no, not that way round, Sharon, that way round. Some focal points on other cards if they're small. There. Or you can easily use them as small tuck spots as well. As I don't know what I'm doing with them just yet, I think I'll make that one a small tuck spot. Side tuck spot. This can be a small tag. My bunny rabbit. I do like my bunny rabbit. That can be a little small tag. Some words on the bottom. You're always needing small tags, aren't we? Down there. What I need to do is trim some of these up. Okay, I've cut them all out. Some I've just inked and rounded the corners, making these 2 journal cards. Don't know whether I'm going to decorate them or not because I'm not sure what I'm using them in. Again, the same with the pockets. As you know, I had trouble with that one, so I've made it bigger. So I'm leaving them. I've also got 2 tuck spots here that I haven't done anything with. I've just cut the corner off of that one. So they will be glued on 2 sides. And then I've just got 2 very small tags. And again, I'm not sure. I quite like that, but I think it needs something down here. But until I use it, I'll leave it until then. These, however, I have the squirrel I've made into a, oh dear, a journal card. And I've pulled out a couple of pieces from my, I've got words and I've got my Christmas labels. 3 boxes of Christmas labels. So I thought I would do that. And then with the bunny rabbit, I quite like the idea of half a tag. and I'm not sure whose tag label sort of there, and I'm not certain whose actual label it is, unfortunately. See, now that's not straight. Does that look straight? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look straight to me. Maybe it'd be better when I inked it like that. Yeah, that's better. And then I've got a couple of small journal card and a small tag, and I found this from the Digital Collage Clubs and Fussy Cuts. I've got out. I'm actually doing a craft fair. Well, by the time this comes out, I will have done a craft fair in July, and I'm thinking of taking my Christmas journals with me just to see how they do. And I'll do a label saying Christmas in July. A little poster. See how they do. And this one, I've just gone and got a postage stamp, a Christmas postage stamp from the UK that I'm putting on there. Fills that spot. That's just a small journal card. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do something else with these. This one, again, a small journal card, but what I've gone and got is some polka dot tulle that I thought looked like snow. Or am I being silly? And then I have these vertical words here, come in all different shapes and sizes, and I can't remember who they're from. I will try and link anything below if I can. And I just thought I'd put that on there, so that looks like a bit of snow. So this is my Christmas in July project. Oh dear, get my words out. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's something a little bit different. Well, is it? I mean, it's just a masterboard I've made into tags and things, but it's using up your napkins, isn't it? And as I've got quite a few, yeah, I do love this rabbit and the squirrel and the deer and Santa Claus. Oops. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Don't forget the like button, notification bell and subscribe. Bye.